Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at your personalized astrological weather report for April 20th, 2025. We're drawing from Tarot by Heisey.
Mhm.
You shared some really interesting details, and well, we're here to try and make sense of these celestial currents for your day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our mission really is to cut through the cosmic noise, give you some practical insights you can, actually use.
Exactly. And the source, it talks about a complex tapestry of energies, which I think is a great way to put it.
Right.
Think of today as having, well, different vibes at different times. We can break down the morning, midday, afternoon, and evening, see what opportunities and maybe challenges might be in the air.
Okay.
Plus, we should definitely touch on the bigger picture, with the sun moving into Taurus.
Okay, sounds good. Let's dive in then. So the morning kicks off, the moon's in Capricorn, and it's connecting nicely with both Venus and Uranus. What does that feel like?
Well, the source suggests it could bring a real boost to productivity.
Yeah.
And maybe smoother interactions with other people. It's kind of like a helpful nudge from the universe, making teamwork and creative problem solving just a bit easier.
Interesting. So that grounded, practical Capricorn energy gets a lift from Venus's harmony and Uranus's spark.
Exactly. It creates this sort of fertile ground for getting things done, but also connecting with people in maybe fresh ways.
Right. So a good time to maybe tackle those to-do lists.
Or brainstorm.
Definitely. Brainstorming with colleagues, friends, that kind of thing looks well supported.
Then as we move into midday, the Capricorn moon makes another connection. This time it's with Saturn.
Consolidation.
Consolidation. Okay.
Right.
So after a potentially busy morning, it's a moment to kind of solidify your wins before rushing into the next thing.
Precisely. It's really about building on that solid foundation. If you made progress, midday is the time to, review, organize, make sure those gains are secure.
So not the moment to start a brand new project.
Probably not ideal. Better to strengthen what you've already got going. Got it. Okay. The afternoon then brings a shift. The moon moves into Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is often linked to innovation, right? Thinking outside the box.
Yeah, definitely. So this change in lunar energy might spark some new ideas or maybe a desire to connect with others on a broader level, perhaps.
Have you been feeling a need for a fresh perspective lately? This could be that window.
Could be. With the moon in Aquarius, there's often this kind of mental buzz. You might find yourself drawn to more intellectual stuff or group discussions, things like that.
Okay.
It's a time when maybe those unconventional solutions just pop into your head.
Now, the evening sounds a bit more dynamic. The Aquarius moon forms some challenging angles, squares, oppositions with the sun and Mars.
Yeah, the source points to potential friction there.
Friction between what? Personal desires, emotions, and how you assert yourself.
Kind of. Think of it as needing to balance your own needs with maybe external pressures or demands.
Okay, so that calls for awareness then.
Definitely. These aspects, the square with the sun, opposition with Mars,
Yeah.
they can create tension. It's just a reminder to be mindful of how you're communicating. Be patient if things feel a little charged.
Right. And to top off the evening, the Aquarius moon joins forces with Pluto. That sounds intriguing.
It does, potentially bringing subconscious thoughts or patterns to the surface.
Like unexpected insights or deeper reflections suddenly emerging.
Yeah, something like that. What's interesting is how this could actually link back to the day's earlier energies.
How so?
Well, you've got the innovative thinking from the afternoon. Maybe combine that with these deeper Pluto reflections.
Yeah.
It could lead to some significant personal breakthroughs, perhaps, or understanding underlying patterns.
Okay, that's quite a journey through the day. Let's zoom out a bit. The sun is moving into Taurus.
Big shift.
The source describes this as a time for intentional, grounded action, focusing on long-term stability, like finances, health, relationships.
Exactly. And we connect this to the broader context. The source mentions Pluto and Aquarius. It's kind of rewriting the script on what stability even means anymore.
Rewriting the script, interesting. So the old ways of feeling secure might be shifting.
That's the idea. And this Taurus energy encourages us to consciously build new, maybe more resilient foundations.
Yeah.
It's really about quality over quantity, taking deliberate steps towards lasting security.
The source also flags a couple of other things. Venus connecting with Uranus, maybe opening doors in love or money, and Mercury linking with Pluto, suggesting a desire for truth.
Yes, those longer-term influences weave in. That Venus-Uranus link fits with the innovative Aquarius moon vibe, doesn't it? New experiences.
It does, yeah.
And the Mercury-Pluto thing, that push for truth, it resonates with those potential deeper insights in the evening, revealing conversations, perhaps.
And the sun's interaction with Mars makes us more determined, but maybe touchier.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Bit more easily irritating. It's a good reminder to channel that Taurian determination constructively, and just be mindful of potential flashpoints.
Okay, so let's try and wrap this up. April 20th, 2025. It looks like a day with potentially a smooth, productive morning.
If you use that Capricorn energy.
Right. Then a midday pause for consolidation. An afternoon sparking new ideas with Aquarius.
Mental buzz, yeah.
And an evening that might bring some intensity, some friction, but also maybe deeper insights.
Alongside that overarching theme from the Taurus sun, encouraging us to build for the long haul, intentionally.
So the takeaways seem to be flexibility and awareness. That's what the source suggests is key today.
Absolutely. Consider how that resonates with your plans, and maybe think about how focusing on quality over quantity might guide your choices, not just today, but in the coming weeks under Taurus.
And the source ends with an interesting point about a possible resistance to the unfamiliar. That Taurian preference for comfort zones.
Right. It makes you wonder, are there areas where maybe stepping outside that comfort zone, even if it feels a bit unsettling?
Could actually lead to those stronger, more stable foundations we're aiming for.
Exactly. It's something to reflect on. This deep dive gives a framework, a lens.
But how you navigate it all, well, that's always up to you, isn't it?
Always.